Greetings everybody, Sonny Puzikas here at the Tactical Response Range in Camden, Tennessee. Today I have a pleasure to touch, feel, see and work a little bit with two new models from Glock. Glock 45 and a Glock 19X. First impressions, 19X is basically referring to Glock 19 length barrel with grip the size of 17, so you can call it 17 short. Very similar with the Glock 45. Each of them has some distinct features. For one, people that are used to previous generations, you can see on both 19X and 45 it doesn't have finger grooves on the pistol grip. In addition, on Glock 45 it has additional serrations on the front of the slide for operating the slide. Both of the weapons, again, the way they feel in your hand, it is fairly similar weight-wise, balance-wise. It does have certain specific differences. This specific 19X came with night sights. As you can see, the 45 has just a standard Glock sights. The interesting fact to know that 19X will not accept magazine from Glock 45. It will not seat. Interestingly enough, the standard Glock 17 magazine will go in both into 19X as well as Glock 45. Now, going the other way around, Glock 45 will accept magazine from 19X. This specific magazine is +2, so capacity is 19 rounds. Overall, I do like the feel of the grip. I do like that Glock got rid of the finger grooves. For some people it worked fine. I didn't have personally problems with the finger grooves on the pistol grip, but I have heard a lot of folks mentioning that it was not their favorite feature. Other than that, the trigger feel, the reset on both weapons feels fairly similar. Actually, I could say the same. The pre-travel, it's pretty much identical. Both models, 45 and 19X, will fit in holsters that are made for Glock 19. They will lock in nicely, fit. That was Glock 45, this is Glock 19X. It will fit nicely. Standard magazines for Glock 45, and it does come with 3 is 17 round capacity magazines. Glock 19X comes with also 3 magazines. One of them is standard 17 round capacity and 2 of them with a +2, which makes it 19 round capacity for the extra 2 magazines. Other than that, standard packaging. One additional difference is in the Glock 45, the mag well has beveling, so it does make it easier to seat the magazine, and sharp edges of the top of the magazine meet the beveled edges of the mag well, which makes seating truly a snap. Glock 19X has pretty much standard setup, so there is no beveling. Pay attention when you're seating the magazines. And I guess it's time to make some noise. First impressions after shooting Glock models 45 and 19X. Initially, when the 19X came out, and that was the first one from the two models to come into a market, there was a lot of folks were saying that they would rather have 19 size pistol grip with 17 length slide. Granted, both 19X and the 45 will be slightly less concealable than regular size Glock 19 model. In my view, concealability is the fourth priority. Priority number one is accessibility, priority number two is defendability, priority number three is comfort of carry. And this is in reference to combination of your carry gun and a holster. Again, due to the size of a pistol grip of both 19X and 45, with a summer clothing, just a t-shirt, depending on how you carry, whether it's appendix, whether it's 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, the concealability may be somewhat of an issue as far as printing goes. Here is the factor that I think is important to understand. For concealed carriers, God forbid if we find ourselves in a situation where we do have to use a concealed carry firearm in a self-defense situation, in a situation protecting someone, loved ones or bystanders, or just victims of bad things in progress. It does matter how much ammunition you have accessible immediately. The nice thing about both 19X and Model 45 is that standard magazine is a 17 round magazine. So you can have 17 plus 1, 18 total. If you use plus 2 magazines, and 2 of them come supplied with a 19X model, you're looking at 19 plus 1. So 20 rounds immediately accessible. The balance between concealability and availability on the first go, on the first round, how much ammunition you have available, I think it's something that each individual will have to look at it for themselves based on where they live, based on how they dress, based on what holsters they wear, what is their preferred method of carry. From having shot about 60 rounds through each Model 45 and 19X, this is not definitive and exhaustive evaluation of the weapon. That would take probably 500 to 1,000 rounds over a period of time, carrying it maybe for a week, maybe for 2, moving around, rolling in the dirt, using it in situations through training in weapon retention, weapon access, challenged weapon access, groundwork, and so forth. I really like the feel of both weapons. The balance is very good. They are very easy to shoot. If there were such thing as star ratings, I would definitely give both 19X and Model 45 5 out of 5 when it comes to shootability of the weapon. I do like ability to have up to 20 rounds with a factory supplied magazine available to you immediately after drawing the weapon from concealment. People go, how accurate is it? Just like any Glock, it's more accurate than 99.9% of shooters can claim to be. Weapons do stay very flat if you control it right. I felt like both 45 and 19X felt slightly softer in comparison to the standard Glock 19 model. I'll go as far as to say that I think I will acquire either 19X or 45 or both for personal use and carry. So to sum it up, overall first impression, very positive. I wasn't expecting really anything else from the Glock than positive. Glock has been my weapon of choice for everyday carry for many years and decades now. 90% of the time what I have on me is a standard Glock 19, which as a matter of fact I have on me right now. I think for upcoming colder months, at least some of the time, I will replace my standard 19 with either 45 or 19X. I am leaning closer towards 45. Here's why. I do like factory beveling in the magwell. I do like extra serrations on front of the slide. Ability to interchangeably use magazines from Glock 17, Glock 19X. At this early stage, again, after shooting limited amount of rounds, playing with it a little bit, working on presentation, working on draw from the standard holster that was built for the Glock 19, I am quite impressed with both 19X and 45. I guess it's a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. Sonny Puzikas with Forward Training Concepts. Subscribe, follow, share.